Hello guys, we'll continue our previous lesson number 9, electric measurements, part 2 about the measurements of electric voltage. The multimeter has multifunctions. It can measure different physical values such as the voltage between 2 points. For the multimeter to function as a voltmeter, we put the selector on the voltage zone inside the green ellipse. To measure the voltage between 2 points of a circuit, it is required to connect the terminals of the electric component, for example, dry cell, to be measured, to the volt, to the symbol V, and COM terminals of the voltmeter. Choose the best scale in the chosen range by starting with the greatest scale, which we obtain the approximate value of the voltage. Then, according to this value, we will choose the value of the scale that is slightly greater than the measured voltage. Place the selector switch on the V zone with constant voltage. Then place the multimeter in parallel with this device. For example, switch, connecting wire, dry cell, lamp, motor. Moreover, this multimeter is connected as voltmeter or used as voltmeter, then it connected in parallel, while if it is used as ammeter, it is connected in series. From document 2, look on red arrow on this zone, okay, which is represent the scale zone, okay, or a scale zone for V, for the constant voltage, while in document 3 show the connect of the V terminal toward positive pole and COM terminal toward negative pole. If the voltmeter measures, for example, 180 volt, then we can use scale 200 volt, since the scale will choose it slightly greater than the measured voltage. Now, the symbol of the voltmeter is a circle containing a letter V, and the COM terminal must be connected toward negative pole in correct connection. Let's focus on this application. A dry cell, a lamp, and a multimeter used in voltmeter mode are considered in document 4. Inside the red ellipse, which is volt, symbol volt, which connected to positive, while COM is connected toward negative. Now, part A, draw the circuit of adjacent document by indicating the terminals of the voltmeter. First, we have voltmeter, dry cell, lamp, and connecting wires. First, we draw the symbol of a dry cell and the symbol of lamp, then connected it by two connecting wire. Now, we use the voltmeter in order to measure the voltage across the terminal of the dry cell. Then the voltmeter connect across the terminal of dry cell in parallel connection and its COM terminal toward negative pole. Is the voltmeter connected in parallel across the terminals of the dry cell? Okay, of course, yes. Part C, which terminal of the voltmeter is connected to the negative terminal of the dry cell? Look at this document. The COM terminal is connected toward the negative pole of the dry cell. Part D, which terminal of the voltmeter connected to the positive terminal of the dry cell? Okay, it's voltage. Look on this document, okay, which is V. Part E, on the voltmeter in zone V, okay, we observe the following scales: 2 volt, 20 volt, 200 volt, 2000 volt. The switch is turned into 20 volt. Then, which scale is used? From document, the scale is used is 20 volt. Part F, what does the voltmeter display? Look on document below on the screen of the voltmeter. The voltmeter indicates 4.67. Then the voltmeter displays 4.67 volt. Is the chosen scale the best one for this measurement? Justify. Yes, the scale 20 volt is the best one because it is slightly larger than the measured value 4.67 and it's better than 200 volt. Part H, reverse the connections across the terminals of the voltmeter. What does the voltmeter display then? What difference do we notice between the signs of the values obtained? By reversing the connection across the terminals of the voltmeter displays a negative value on the screen, minus 4.67. And in this case, the COM terminal connected toward positive pole, yani incorrect, wrong connection. Now, for study, to convert from millivolt to volt, divide by 10 to the power 3 or divide by 1000 or times 10 to the power minus 3. While from kilovolt to volt, it times 10 to the power 3 or times 1000. Voltage between 2 points of a circuit. There is always voltage across the terminals of a dry cell, whether placed in a circuit like document 4. The voltmeter indicates 6 volt. It's connected across the terminal of a dry cell, or isolated, like document 5. In this circuit is open, and this the voltmeter only connected across the terminal of a dry cell. In this case, like dry cell alone. Also it indicates 6 volt. The voltage across the terminals of a closed switch is 0. From document 6, always the voltage across the terminal of a closed switch is 0, since the closed switch acts as a connecting wire. The voltage across the terminals of an open switch is not 0, but it's equal to the voltage across the terminal of a dry cell in the circuit, document 7. In this case, the voltage across the terminal of a dry cell is 6 volt. Then the voltage across the terminal of open switch is 6 volt. If the voltage across the terminal of a dry cell is 10 volt, then the voltage across the terminal of open switch is 10 volt. The voltage across the terminal of open switch it's depend on the voltage across what? The voltage across the terminal of a dry cell in the circuit. The voltage across the terminals of an unlit lamp in an open circuit is 0. Since the circuit is open, no current flow, then this lamp is not glow, so the voltage across its terminal is 0 volt. While the voltage across the terminals of a connecting wire is always 0. The voltage across the terminal of connecting wire is always 0. For study, voltmeter, multimeter functioning as a voltmeter. It is an instrument that measures the electric voltage across a component in an electric circuit. The voltmeter must be connected in parallel to an electric component. The symbol of the voltmeter is always circle with letter V and COM toward negative pole. The symbol of the voltage is U. To read the voltage across dry cell, we can write U dry cell equal 9 volt, for example. And it's expressed in volt. Volt is in SI unit is the unit of voltage. To measure the voltage between 2 points, we start from the highest range and then we switch down to the most convenient one, which is the nearest and higher than the measured voltage. The voltmeter indicates positive reading if its COM terminal were connected to the negative pole, يعني correct connection, while it indicates negative reading if its COM terminal were connected to the positive